It's a smile, we're going diving.
On a Thursday.
It's no longer a Tuesday night dive now, it's a Thursday night dive. Let's get going. It's Mish, Matt, and the skipper, Keeney. And me. Drone shot. You can see the shadow on the wheelhouse. 8 days dry. Feels more like 80 days dry. Oh no, that makes sense, man. You can take a car in it. Yes. Welcome back to Guernsey Shipwrecks. I'm JP Fallais and you're joining us on another dive. A dive down to the bottom of the sea to collect a few scallops. You can tell if it's going to be a good dive or not in the first 20 seconds. This is looking alright. There's a lost inkwell crab pot here. Take a look in that. I reckon there's going to be a few scallops around here. Just wait for my dive body. Let's get some lights on the go, get some colour in this place. It's all of a sudden turned bright orange. Nothing inside but smashed up crabs. Right, let's get the show on the road because there's a bit of tide, as you can see. There's one right underneath Mish there. Point it out for her. Oh, she's giving it to me. That's nice. It's always a good sign when you're straight onto the scallops. And this is quite a good area. There's a few sharks kicking around. These little cat sharks, or as we call them in Guernsey, dogfish. Very placid. You can go over and pat them if you want. Quick check of the air, 230 bar. So we're in for a nice dive here. This is a nice drift. Plenty of bottles around. Have a look at the little fish that are living in here. It's bound to be a fish in the end. Not a very old bottle, so that can go back. Plenty of other odd shapes like this one. I can tell what this is. Can anyone else guess what that is? Yep, it's an oil filter. Nice shark. Yeah, so we whipped across the sand there, around the edge of a reef. It's quite nice when there's a drift dive because I can sort of sit backwards, watch what Mish is doing, pick up scallops as you're going along. It's just generally just having a nice look more than anything else. But now we've just come back onto this sandy patch. This sandy patch goes down quite deep, about 45 metres, and then right up to around about 20 metres, so you can sort of choose the depth you want to go on. You can see how slopey it is here against the reef. They're quite hard to find. I think we'll go around to the left. When you hit these reefs, it is a gamble. You can either go left or right, or you can go over the top, depending on what you want to do. I tend to stay in the deep for as long as I can, and then slowly work my way back up the slope. Also, all these overhangs, you do get to see a lot of cool stuff. Like that there, look. Crayfish, no bigger than my finger. Always good to see. Probably notice if you come on a few dives with us, it is actually pretty dark today. Just trying to have a look around here because I can see shells in the reef, so that's normally an octopus's den. But we haven't really got time. I can't really stop against the tide. Not in this location anyway. If you watch all the little bits of backscatter, they all travel in different directions whenever they hit the reef. Some will be travelling up, which will lift you up, some will push you down into the deep, and some just whip you around the corner. 8 minutes bottom time left, so I think we'll start going a bit shallower. I haven't actually done that well on these scallops because we've been on a reef a lot of the time. As you know, the scallops aren't really on the reef, they're in the sand. Also pull them bits of tago out. It's not growing there, it's just been washed up against the reef. Sometimes it could be hiding a few bits of sea life, so smashed up crab pot. Can't really see them, but there's some huge wrasse that keep popping their head over the top of the reef. I think they might be following us. Always cool to see, but sometimes it does catch you out and it catches them out when they pop over the top of the reef when you come face to face. It's quite funny. Little bit of pottery here. Some sort of transfer ware, blue transfer ware, maybe these swallows or willows possibly. A really old blown glass bottle base. Quite cool them, combers, fairly new to Guernsey. They're quite friendly. Almost like Where's Wally, they tend to hide places like this. And they do follow you around a bit.
Yeah.
Plenty of nooks and crannies around here for stuff to hide in. Also a nice bit of sand here. This is the sort of sand you need to be looking for if you want to be finding scallops. When you first get down into the sand, you always see loads of small fish that are feeding in the sand and they scatter away. Just like this. I've actually gained a minute now because we'll come shallower. 120 bar, so I've got half a tank left, so it's a decision time for me. Do I stay down here and look for some more scallops? Oh, did you notice that? Just seen a scallop swim out of Mish's bag. They do this, and this is my another one of my great excuses for why I didn't catch as many scallops as I should have. One of my many excuses I use. Right, I think it's time for us to go up. I'll get Mish to clip her bag onto my bag and I'll reel both of them up. That's the easiest way. Yeah, I think I've done my 2 dozen. Mish has probably done her 2 dozen. I'm not quite sure why she's got a plate in her bag, but hey ho. You've probably watched us do this hundreds of times. This is what we call a safety stop. So we're going to do 3 minutes at 5 meters. It's not deco. This is just a safety stop to let some of the gases come out of our tissues. So it certainly helps. Some computers will actually, if you skip this, it will penalise you on the second dive. It's always nice to hear the boat directly above our head. The size of that. Some of them are huge. It's a dinner plate size. And that's it. Computer says we're complete. We can head up to the surface now.
There's one the size of a dinner plate in there. I saw it like that.
No way.
I was looking for something that was white.
You need to film what it says on the dial.
So Matt, do you want to tell us the story about your 800 quid computer you lost?
So I'll just hold it properly, shall I?
Yeah.
So I was taking it off my wrist, and as I took it, it caught my glove, sprung off my hand, and went shoo, straight over my shoulder into the water, and it's gone.
And when did you do that?
Yesterday. Yesterday morning.
And what does your deco say at 30 metres?
Well, it doesn't. It says 18 metres for 158 minutes, and the time to the surface. Oh no, it doesn't.
Is infinity sign.
It was 999 minutes to the surface. It doesn't do 1,000.
Oh well, at least you know when you're on a long dive.
It's 1,830 minute dive.
And what's all the red flashy bits in there?
That's the CNS at 340%.
342%. Yeah, that's
on the CNS.
That's not bad. So yeah.
I might have missed a deco stop. Look.
Is it? Oh, warning, missed deco stop.
And it says high pitch CNS as well.
Yeah, I don't think you should be going to 342%.
What I'll probably do is take the battery out and reset it.
Yeah, I would. I can't believe you found that again.
Look, time to the surface, 999 minutes.
And you're in air, that's why. You needed a 99% helium mix on that dive.
Jammies.
How do you find it in all this expanse of water? I think I know how.
As soon as I went
Genie
in,
quickly took the numbers.
I went in, no, because I knew where we dropped it.
Oh,
I went
bad.
in and I was 25 metres, and I thought, I knew it dropped in at 30. So I got myself down to 30 metres, just carried on picking scallops, and then I saw things.
So just as well the seabed wasn't flat there.
Just as well it was flat. Because if it had gone into a reef, you might never see it.
Yeah, and if it wasn't like that, you wouldn't have known if you're in 30 on this part of the reef, or the top, or the bottom. You were lucky. You are lucky. Let's see what Mish has got. Mish, I seen you had one the size of a dinner plate.
I'm 26.
Oh no, because I've been talking. Look at that.
I've forgotten how many you got now.
Oh, it doesn't matter how many I got. Only for the numbers for Richard's little black book.
20. I'm up to 20. So I got 26, you got 20. 21.
Yeah, I think Mish is going to beat me here. Even though a lot of them are smallish. Is that what you got, Matt?
Yeah.
And there's Mish's. Nah, it's Mish's that. I don't want to make a sexist remark, but Mish wants to know why that's not been put in the dishwasher. Oh. Who's left this plate down here?
You got 32.
Who got 32?
You did.
I did?
Yeah.
How many did you get?
26.
Oh.
Mine are bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, way smaller.
Yep. Yep. 4 dozen.
Mine are bigger though, Richard.
Misses with decent thickness ones. Mine were all just in. That's not bad. We still almost got the same as Matt. But Matt found an 800 quid dive computer.
I'm a happy boy.
He's a happy boy.
And we had to keep that one secret because we didn't know if we were going to find it or not. And if we didn't want anyone else coming out here looking for it. So yeah, Matt, mega lucky there. He lost his computer and he managed to find it again. I know people that have lost dive ladders and not been able to find them, so fair play to him. He done very well. Back onto the diving. We're onto a shallower mark now, and you can tell the sand is a lot softer now. It's right in near firming. Plenty of bits of junk. That's like an old dive knife that goes on your leg. And as always, mixed in with the bigs and the smalls as well, so it's all good. There's plenty of crab pots left here as well. It's weird though, even though they're considered junk and they shouldn't be in the sea, there's stuff that grows around them that's only there because the crab pots left there, completely covered in life. Spider crabs were camouflaged. What do you reckon it is, male or female? I reckon it's female by the size of the claws. One of my favourite underwater creatures here. And what do you reckon this one's trying to mimic? Can you guess? I think he's trying to mimic that piece of seaweed he's next to. Make himself brown with a bit of white on. He's not tricking us, and he probably knows that. He probably knows I've got an extra brain cell compared to him. And now he's trying to be part of the sand. Onto a lovely little bit of a reef. A lot of stuff hidden in there. It's like a nursery for smaller fish. Painted gobies. I've mentioned it before, but now all the seaweed is dying back. So you can see it's all white on the outside. All the other stuff that feeds on this kelp has now, done a good year's worth of eating on it. The rockfish still like to mingle in between. I mean, these rockfish are very, very friendly. They will follow you, swim alongside you, keep you company, or maybe just keep an eye on what you're doing. There's a big prawn. There's a few of these around still at the moment. I can hear Mish laughing. Go and check what's going on. Oh, she's found a parking cone. How these things make it in the water, I do not know. This is quite far out at sea, so maybe it floated for a bit. I don't know. They make quite good homes when they're laying on their side for lobsters. Or octopus. We'll leave that one standing up. there's anything home in there today. This is a little bit of a valley between two reefs. I don't think anyone's been through here in a while because some of the scallops are absolutely humongous. By looking at this seaweed growth on it, and look how shallow we are, I can see the surface from here. Just coming out and just finding a little patch of merle. There's a few bits here. It stretches up quite a long distance on the east coast, to be honest. Someone's been digging. Probably red mullet. Look at the size of this one. Humongous, really old shell. It's alright. It's coming home with me. You may have noticed the tide is just starting to pull us again now. It's probably because we've swum a little bit deeper in the water and we're just outside getting a little bit of a push on now. So we're starting to cover a bit more of the seabed and we're picking up more scallops. Filling the bag up nicely now. Because they're shallow scallops, they have got seaweed on their shells. So relaxing when you've got just a little trickle of tide. You can leave your bag to bob along on its own. That's the beauty of the reel. You can reel it up and it latches itself just off the seabed. Oh, we must be getting shallower. It's just run aground. Plenty around here as well. These look like scallops, but they are actually spider crab that are buried down into the floor. Plenty of clams as well. I think this, I'm not sure what this one is. Dulcinea clams, prickly clam, I don't know. So many different types of clam, I'm unsure. 80 bar left, we're almost ready to go up. And because we're shallow, we've still got 88 minutes left on the bottom. Believe it or not, on this dive, we've already been 44 minutes. But we're enjoying ourselves, it's nice and relaxing. And I'm just going to fill this bag up. Very rarely fill the bags up, to be honest. So, it makes a lovely change. One more minute. And to be honest, I'm not really worried that we're on a really good area of scallops here, because I'll just come back and do it another day. It's really no issue. Unless someone else beats me here, well, that's just the way it goes. She's just realised how heavy it is actually to do it. Can't help myself. One more. That's my last one. I promise. I'll chuck that in Mish's bag. Sometimes when you're doing your safety stop and you're in shallow, you end up coming over the top of a reef and, well, fingers crossed there's more than 5 metres of water. It's not the end of the world if we get pushed up to 4 metres of water. It's not the end of the world at all. Just in time before the sun goes down on the other side of the island.
There's a few small in there.
Good.
But there's also some beasts. Sun's just about to go down. Ooh.
77 to 55. Wow, very good.
That's high numbers for us.
Yeah, that's very good.
You know, Andrew,
There's 10 metres of water, that's all you need.
he's in the wrong place. He's not doing it right.
It's oyster rock, we're going down the inside because the tide's running hard on the outside. Scallops! We got some scallops for a change. It's not going to be warm for that much longer.
Thanks for joining us on another dive. Hope you enjoyed that, and remember, I will catch you on another tide.